This video was made possible by EA Game Changers. Hello there everybody, it is me XFreezerBunny and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. So today I'm so excited to bring you guys an early look at the brand new stuff pack for The Sims 4 Moschino stuff. So today we're building this industrial warehouse conversion. Basically this is a fully functional home. It's got one bedroom and one bathroom, and it also has a fully functional fashion photography studio, which is perfect if you want to try out the new fashion photography freelancer career which comes with this pack. So yeah, this build showcases some of my favorite new items from Moschino stuff, but not only that, this build also features custom artwork in the form of pictures that my fashion photographer took himself, and you guys will be seeing all of that all throughout the interior of this build. So for those of you who are interested in Moschino stuff, it should be available tomorrow, that is August 13th for PC. So before anything else, I just want to go ahead and give you guys a little bit of a noise disclaimer. It's very windy outside, plus there's a lot of traffic, so you guys excuse the noise. But yeah, in case you guys can't tell, I am obsessed with those new industrial windows. This build was basically designed around those amazing arch windows. They are so gorgeous. Like, hands down, those are like my favorite item from this new pack. I've also been having a lot of fun with all of the new photography items as well. So yeah, but yeah, this is a warehouse. It's a huge space, and what I love about this is the fact that I got to show a lot of architectural detail, because usually when it comes to industrial architecture, you'd see a lot of the architectural details that are usually hidden, exposed, and used as decorative aspects of the design. So in this case, as you guys can see, we are incorporating those beautiful timber trusses all throughout the ceiling of this immense warehouse space. Now, I did make a custom room out of those truss pieces. If you guys want those for yourself, if you guys can't be bothered to make those yourselves, they are available on the gallery. I uploaded them yesterday, so you guys can download them if you guys want them yourself. So yeah, I also tried to use that warehouse door from Get Famous. Unfortunately, it didn't work because it required me to use the tallest wall height, but I didn't want that, so unfortunately I didn't get to use it, which is kind of a bummer because I really wanted to incorporate that in this build as well. I thought that would have been perfect, but whatever. You guys will also see me do these columns, I guess. These are just pieces from debug. I believe these are fence pieces, which you can access through the new bb.show hidden objects debug category. And yeah, I'm using them as obviously structural supports and also as decorative features. So you guys can see they have a little bit of like steel reinforcements and stuff like that. But anyway, yeah, as far as the shape of this build goes, it's pretty straightforward. As you know, warehouses go. It's a giant box pretty much, but I did add this little you know, extension on the side, which is eventually going to be where the photography studio is going to be. And I also wanted to incorporate some solar panels because I just love them so much. So I made this little platform over here, and I thought that that also gave the exterior a little bit more detail as well. So yeah, right now we're actually working on the interior. So starting off with this main living room area, you guys can see I'm using those sofas that come with the new Moschino stuff. I love them, especially if I'm putting them on this L-shaped orientation. I think they look really great as L-shaped sofas. I'm still waiting for like actual L-shaped sofas, by the way, so yeah, anyway, fingers crossed. But yeah, that was a pretty straightforward living room area. This is a formal dining room. Those chairs are from City Living. They're not functional, you know, they're decorative, but you know, there is going to be a bar for your Sims to eat in if they actually really need a place to eat. So the dining table, it's more like a formal dining area, I guess, and then we have a little bit more of a casual dining area over here in the kitchen, which I love. By the way, I love that wooden swatch that those base game counters come with, and I'm mixing them with some Jungle Adventures counters, and they just look so good. I don't even mind the fact that they're kind of mismatched because I think they just look really good together. Basically what I'm going for, the interior was kind of like a little bit of a sophisticated James Bond feel, you know, 007 and all of that. There's a lot of like exposed brick and stucco. I love this concrete floor on the ground level. There's also a lot of like wood tones. And yeah, also lots of black and white, especially a lot of black wrought iron. I just feel like that's very industrial, and of course a lot of leather as well. I also love this little composition I did with this bar area. I just really enjoy doing this. I've done this in a couple of builds as well, and I thought that would be perfect. That swatch I chose, I feel like it ties in the rest of the space, because when you look at this from like sim view, it's such a huge space, and I feel like that color really ties it all in. Once again, I'm adding in some beams here. These are wooden beams which are supposed to support the mezzanine platform thing above it, which is where the bedroom is going to be located. So I'm just adding in some wooden details over here. This part honestly looks kind of like a coffee shop, I'm not gonna lie. It kind of looks like a Starbucks, but you know, it's fine. It's, you know, I imagine that would be a place where there's going to be a lot of entertaining anyway, so the fact that it looks like a Starbucks doesn't matter. Anyway, I'm putting in this bear piece, decorative, what is that called? Like book binder thing, whatever. It's nice. I also put that light on one of the trusses. I debated with myself whether I wanted that or not. I ended up actually taking it out because I feel like you don't really need it. As much as I wanted to use those new lights that came with Moschino, they're beautiful, they're great. I love those fluorescent lights, but I feel like they kind of aren't necessary because we already have like a spectacular ceiling anyway with all of the trusses and stuff like that, so I do take those out. And now we are working on this bedroom area, which is another space that I just love. I love the fact that the bed faces directly onto this stunning arched window. I'm pretty sure somebody's gonna point out the fact that there's not a lot of privacy in here, but you know what, the Sims don't really care, and we can always pretend that there's hidden blinds from the ceiling trusses, I guess, so you know, they could always be lowered if your Sim wants some privacy. So yeah, you guys probably also saw a new kind of non-closet, what's that called, like I don't know what those things are called. It's like a clothing rack, I guess, which I use as kind of like a closet thing. And there's also a little desk office area on the second level of this as well. But here we're going back to the ground floor to do a little bit more clutter decoration. There I go, deleting that light. Like I said, it really didn't affect the look of this build anyway, so I was like, you know what, I feel like the ceiling is starting to look a little bit busy, so let's take that out. And in my opinion, it did make everything look a lot better. But here I am working on the bathroom. There's a lot of black and white on this as usual, but I think it's fine. I think it does look very industrial. I did use quite a lot of pets and seasons, and I'm guessing that sink is from Laundry Day as well. The mirror is from Spa Day, which is probably like my favorite mirror. I feel like I use that in like literally every single build, but I really enjoyed this bathroom. I love that industrial window that has kind of like that opening. It looks amazing. So yeah, I did have a chance to play a little bit with the new gameplay items that come with Moschino stuff, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually pleasantly surprised at how much fun I had. These are photographs that I took myself. I'm really proud of them. Yeah, I didn't get quite far into fashion photography, but I feel like I already kind of know what it's all about. So if you guys want to try it out, I would definitely highly suggest you guys just, you know, buy a camera, invest on a good camera, or if you can't, just buy the tripod, because that tripod is literally a lifesaver. Yeah, it opens up so many cool new gameplay features, and I think the tripod made this whole photography aspect a lot more entertaining for me. As you guys just saw me incorporate some, you know, custom artworks. By default, those didn't come framed. I had to move in a sim to frame all of those artworks and stuff, which was kind of a hassle, but I did notice a glitch, I would say, wherein the artworks, when you plop the frames disappear. They're just not visible, but technically they're still there, so you can put a frame. Just make sure you remove the frame first. I know that's a really complicated way of explaining things, but yeah, it is what it is. And here we are furnishing this fashion photography studio. Like, what else is there to say? I feel like this pack would work really well with Get Famous and Get to Work, because I feel like Get to Work has the photography thing. I think you can actually make like a photography art gallery where you can sell your pictures and stuff like that. I think that would also be pretty lucrative on top of having a freelance fashion photographer career. And as far as like Get Famous goes, I would say it works really well with a lot of the items, and obviously the whole fact that you're a celebrity and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm putting in some cameras over here. That one camo camera is from Island Living, and yeah, this is just a pretty straightforward room. There's a locker, there's a changing area, this is like a makeup area, I guess, and there's also like a corkboard for like, I don't know, maybe like a schedule thing, whatever. And there is this little balcony over here. Now this house doesn't have a garden, so this is kind of like a substitute for that. This is basically just a, you know, an area where your sim can relax. I put that yoga mat over there. I'm not sure if that's actually functional. I'm a little bit dubious if it is, but I will try it out. I'll still leave it there, even if it isn't functional, because I don't know. I just like the look of it there. But I'm just putting in some planter boxes over here. And yeah, I think there's really not much thing to do here, because I feel like, you know, the rawness of the industrial aesthetic is more than enough to make this a very aesthetic place to live in. These are garages. I originally put them in a different orientation, but I figured they look a lot better like this one from the side. And yeah, since this was an industrial lot, there really isn't a lot of landscaping. There's hardly any, because I don't know, it is an industrial conversion, but I do see this as like still a functional industrial area. By the way, I feel like those stairs are a little bit tight, but we're just gonna pretend like those are retractable stairs, okay? We're just gonna pretend like those are retractable. If a truck needs to pass by, the stairs can be lifted up. and be folded up. Anyway, this area over here is where all the cargo is being stored, and these are a surprising find from base game. Once again, these are from bb.show hidden objects, and I think those are such an interesting item. I'm really glad I got to use them in this build. Actually, a lot of the things are from debug, like that water tower right there to the right is from Island Living, and then pretty much most of the stuff here, like the fences and that truck, is from base game, as well as those cargo and also that car as well. But I think this build is actually coming up to an end. It's a little bit of a quick one, but you know, it is what it is. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please don't forget to share and subscribe for more Sims 4 content. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this commentary right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. You all have an awesome day. Enjoy the rest of the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.